As the world comes to terms with the loss of Tina Turner, for Eddy Armani, he's saying goodbye to so much more than a music icon. He's lost his former boss, his confidant and his friend.
Eddy worked for the Queen of Rock and Roll as her personal assistant, sharing their wild ride in his memoir, The Real Tea, My 22 Years with Tina Turner. And Eddy Armani joins us now, live from London. Eddy, we first met you on our show back in 2020. We wish we were talking to you now under better circumstances. How are you going?
I'm still numb. I'm still trying to digest it all. I think it's going to take a while because of the fact that, you know, her music lives on, and the internet and the television and the papers and all of this great coverage of her life and her energy and her success and her love and her smile and her voice and her performance is just all for us all to honor, you know.
You were working with Tina through the 70s and 80s. They must have been very heady days. You were there for the highs, and of course there were plenty of lows along the way. You must have millions and millions of memories. What's your lasting memory? What's the one that keeps coming back to you in the last 24 hours?
Oh gosh, there's so many. You know, just her smile. Whenever I see Tina smile, that smile was real. It was radiant. It just was so full of, you could just, when she smiled, you just felt the energy come through, you know, no matter where you were. When she sang, you felt her voice, the lyrics, the music. She was a woman that was so unique, and there'll never ever be another Tina Turner. She's just can never be replaced. And I know it sounds so cliche and people say it all the time and whatever, but she was simply the best.
Indeed she was. Can we cast your mind back to 1984? A big year, pivotal year, the Private Dancer album that included What's Love Got to Do with It. It became a mega global hit. How did things change for Tina? Because you were there through that time.
Oh, it was manic. All of a sudden, we were Let's Stay Together was released, and that was a hit, and we were touring all around. And then it was such a hit in Europe that they had to put an album together, and they had 2 weeks to do it. And everything came together really quickly because Tina was so hungry for it. She was so excited with this new success, and she was so eager to work with all these different talented producers and songwriters that she was like a little girl in a candy shop going, oh, I'll do that. Oh, I'll take that. Oh, I'll do that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. No, I don't like that. No. Oh, rework that, whatever. And she was very involved in everything that she did.
Okay. Is it true that you used to act as a decoy for Tina after concerts?
Yes. Yes, it's true.
How did that work?
There were times when we had to, we used to get up to a lot of naughtiness and stuff like that, but there was times when actually she went one way, I went the other way, and I would put one of her MAC coats on and a big hat and the hair and go that way, and they would follow me, and then Tina could escape. And you know, yes, I did. Yes.
She was so loved in Australia. I mean, right around the world, but so loved in Australia. Did she have a special place in her heart for our country? Maybe a little bit.
Oh my gosh, she did. Even I came to Australia just before the big comeback, and she loved the accent. She used to always get such a kick out of, you know, oh, we're going to have a Barbie. I'm not going to try to imitate the Australians doing it, but she would always love that. She loved the fact that the wildlife, you know, we went on God, we did so much. We worked really, really hard, but we got a chance to really see a lot of Australia. And we went to the bush out and, you know, the seaside, and you know, it was just fascinating, you know, absolutely fascinating. And of course, the weather was fantastic. But her manager, Roger Davies, is Australian, and he managed to live in Newton-John. And she always had this thing about Australia. She always went back to Australia, and she always, you know, she did the football thing for the team that you guys had. Was it rugby or football? No, it was football. And she, you know, did the commercial with the guys, and she really got out there and played with them, you know, playing with the ball. She
Yeah.
said, show me how to throw it, and she was trying to catch it, and she was catching it and jumping on the guys' backs and doing all that. She loved it.
We've got to say goodbye. We're out of time. But just before we go, what do you want us to know about Tina? We know the music, we know the smile, we know the dance moves. What do you want us to know about Tina?
That she was absolutely a lovely person, and whatever she learned in life, she passed on to share that knowledge. And that knowledge is something that I will always cherish. I will always remember all of what she taught me, what to do, what not to do. And a lot of her big thing was listen. Don't talk so much. Listen to other people. And when you listen, you learn. And I've learned the majority of the things that I know are from Tina Turner.
Oh, what a beautiful way to end the interview. We've really enjoyed your memories this morning. Thank you for making time for us today, Eddy.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eddy. All right. As soon